So since I can't just go neener, neener, boo-boo anymore because, well, we have, contractual obligations, please, if you... What? I can make up any story I want to. I'm doing this.
Look at the masthead.
Tell your friends quietly, probably at a dead drop, that they can catch us on Pandora, Castaway 2, Castro. Is it Castro Player FM or is it Castro and Player FM?
Well, they should have come in a list. Where the heck are you on this list?
I don't know, down there somewhere.
Castro is one thing, Player FM is another.
Great.
They both pull from the iTunes feed or the Apple Podcast feed.
So Pandora, Castaway 2, Castro. I won't mention Player FM because we're only going to try and do 3 here. And remember, when you leave the dead drop, make sure you're not being followed.
You've been watching spy shows again, haven't you?
Way too much. And I love them.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true, as far as you know.
A Seattle woman shopping at a Goodwill store found a bargain. She picked up a kit for crocheting animal hats.
I don't care what you pay. That's not a bargain.
Whether the hats were intended for animals or humans is beyond the scope of this story. Just so you know. Shortly after getting her new treasure home and unpacking it, she smelled something odd. It was a package encased in yellow rubber, weighing a little over 2 pounds. 100% was written on the outside.
Oh. Was it whale puke?
The handsome young man in the back. Yes, I meant you.
Was it whale puke?
No, it was not whale puke.
Long way to go for that, wasn't it? Yes, I know.
Wisely, the woman called police, who identified the contents as cocaine. 2.2 pounds from the Goodwill store. A similar story occurred in Phoenix, Arizona, when parents bought their child a glowworm toy at a thrift store.
No.
Turns out the glowworm was filled with over 5,000 pills believed to be fentanyl.
And you're making fun of my dead drops.
And no, Johnny, don't suck on that. Oh, my.
So tell me that there's no drug dealer in the world that would be dumb enough to do a drop at a Goodwill store.
I have no idea.
Or could it be just forgotten? Because,
here's the hiding place for it. And and somebody was partaking in their own merchandise.
Wow.
Over to you.
If you want a loyal, loving pet, get a dog. We've all heard that, right? If you want to be treated like a servant, get a cat.
Yep.
And for some reason, having an independent, rather regal critter that tolerates you because you probably feed it, that appeals to people. I don't understand you people, but it, for some reason, appeals to you. I think there's a masochistic thing in there that I don't want to get into.
I know a gal named Alicia who loves cats and has dogs, too.
Yeah, to fend off the
cats. The cat attacks.
You don't want to be an old cat lady without having a dog.
Well, one of her cats will play fetch with you, which is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
That's a nice cat. I like those cats. A new study has found that cats might not be distant because of their massive egos. It might be because, are you ready? They're just too socially inept to understand such concepts as loyalty and dedication.
So they're narcissists.
Yeah, hang on. Basically, it's not that your cat doesn't love you when it abandons you in a burning building. It's just such a social shut-in that it can't even comprehend what loyalty is. In the burning building, it will look at you as it's leaving going, you woke me up from my nap.
Doggone it. It's hotter in here than I like.
The research was published in the Journal of Animal Behavior and Cognition. And I have to be honest with you, I never knew there was one. They tested 36 domestic cats, 13 house cats, and 23 cats that came from cat cafes. Do you know what a cat cafe is?
No.
It is it's a place where you can go to get some coffee and be surrounded by cats.
Why?
See? Exactly. You thought that Starbucks was nuts? Sorry.
Well, there's any number of crass jokes to be made here.
There are, and we're not going to make any of them.
Yeah.
And Never mind. The scientists divided the cats into two groups. There were helper cats and non-helper cats. And actually, it wasn't the cats that were, they just divided the cats into two groups and had actors come in. The helper cats got to see an actor try to open a jar, couldn't, and someone came in and wanted to help. The non-helper group, you guessed it, had an actor trying to open a jar and couldn't, and had someone come in and basically just turned down the request for help and turned away. Because they needed a reference point, because this is, after all, scientific.
Somebody got paid for this.
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
The third neutral person basically just sat in the room and did nothing, which I'm pretty sure I'm qualified for. The cats were then offered a treat, and every single cat accepted every treat, whether or not it was offered by someone who had been rude to their owner or not. To provide a point of comparison, because this is scientific, the research team also ran a similar experiment with dogs. They note that dogs were much less willing to accept food from the non-helping actors. So are cats just little selfish jerks?
Yes.
See, you and I would say yes.
Yes.
Researchers say no. Instead, they think that the cats simply couldn't read the social cues indicating that their owners were treated badly. Said the study, it's conceivable that the cats in this study did not understand the meaning or goal of the owner's behavior. So just like a socially awkward human, the cats may simply have failed to understand a person's intention. In the historical concept, they say humans have domesticated dogs long before cats. So maybe, with all that breeding to be helpful. So if we live another 10 or 12 million years,
the cats will be talking to us.
Cats might be tolerable. Oh, by the way, the researchers also did note that their results are far from conclusive.
I think they're just dumb.
Yeah, but they got paid for this.
No, I meant the cats. Not.
Oh, I meant the researchers.
I think I'm with you on this one.
They had to do this with a straight face. Otherwise, they wouldn't get paid.
It's a clause in the contract.
They're jerks. Who the hell cares why? Sorry.
Lost in translation. On a menu. Potato the crap.
Missed it by that much.
On yet another menu.
Yep.
Meat muscle stupid bean sprouts.
Well, think about it, dude. If you had smart bean sprouts, they wouldn't be there, would they?
Yeah, it's true. You only catch the stupid ones.
Exactly.
On a drinks menu. Kumquat with lemon, blueberry tea, whatever. I'll take the whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, make it a double.
Special, fresh crap, $7.99 a pound. I am so sick of stale crap. Finally, menu on...
I know what poor bastard had to actually check. Are we sure this is fresh?
It's like fresh whale puke.
Exactly.
Ooh, it's very fresh. We need this for perfume. Really?
Yeah, and they're going to pay us like a mind-boggling amount of money for it.
Menu entrees.
Yes.
Meat fried cat ear.
No.
And fries pulls out the rotten child.
Yes.
Medium well, please.
If you would. Government officials we're back to the... Anyway, a year ago, government officials tried to crack down on socializing amid social distancing orders. So they cummed up with it was California, right? You had to be like a mile apart and wear 7 masks.
Yep.
They came up with orders for a plan to shut down activity in a local skate park. They thought it was a great idea. They're going to fill the skate park with sand. Yep. San Clemente, California officials directed workers to pile 37 tons of sand onto Ralph's skate court in April.
This is an outdoor skate court, right?
Hope they told Ralph. The move worked at first. I mean, it did drive away the skateboarders because it was now covered under 37 tons of sand. But then the dirt bike enthusiasts showed up.
Yep. I was just waiting for who else.
They enjoyed the sand and exposed the ramps, and ooh la la, I believe is the phrase. Dirt biker Connor Erickson said he and his friends enjoyed using the ramps to jump their bikes, but then stayed to manually sweep the park clean for the skateboarders.
Because they're our pals.
It was such a good idea. No.
If they just need to hire someone who can say, This is a stupid idea. Don't do it. It won't work.
They've all moved away by now.
This is true, really news. Send email to TiTR@netradio.network.